Hi, everyone. Hope you had a great holiday weekend. This year, instead of doing like large group coaches meetings, I'm just going to do some short videos here so that you guys can look at these videos, view these videos when you have time, and also you can rewatch them if you need to. So this video is going to be about logging into your team Google Drive and what's in there, and then also how to get going and logging into Pybricks software, which we're going to use for programming this year. So for your Google Drive login, it's just the team's email address. I'm going to be logging in as Cosmic Cold because my account looks different than the team's account. So I'm going to be logging in as Cosmic Cold. So it's just the team's email address, and then the password is just 3DR, and then the team number. And then when you get in here, you can go to the drive. And the drive, it starts, in the home, and this is just stuff that you guys have used before in the past. It's usually not super helpful, but down here is your drive. So this is just your team's stuff. It's not on the shared, so like I don't have access to it without logging into your team's account. So we don't want you guys to use this if possible. There might be some use case for it, but we just don't want 6 years of random stuff in this folder. So what we want you guys to use is the shared drive. The shared drive, there's two folders. So this is the challenge drive, which is for every challenge team in the organization, and then this is the team's personal drive. So in here, there's the 25-26 Unearth. That's this year's season. So all your stuff should go in here, and you can organize this however you want. A lot of teams do like project and programming or robot, and then it's organized. And then what we do at the end of the year is we stick them in this past seasons folder. So if you're a returning team, all your stuff should be in past seasons. So your masterpiece and submerge, so you can grab something out of there if you need to. We also included the team logo here, so your team can use that if they want. Obviously don't have to. So I'm going to move on over to the challenge folder. So the challenge folder, advanced driving base. These are just Lego instructions on how to build a pretty good robot that if it's your first year, you may want to build for your team for competition. So each one of these books is a different side of the robot, and you can build them independently. So your team can have four teams building, four groups of kids building at the same time. And then book 5 is how to assemble all those sides. So it's a pretty good robot that is available for you. Also team meeting or coaches meetings. So that's where this video is going to go, and any other video that we have. Programming is going to be the Pybricks like links and stuff. So I'll go into that more in depth pretty soon here. And also the tournament file, which has, I'll go into it here, has judges questions. So this is actual judges questions that we've recorded from actual judging sessions, the rubrics, and then also like a packing list for the tournament. So just so you guys know that those are there. And then for programming, so in here is the Pybrick links here. This is where you guys are going to want to start when you are going to start your programming here. So in here is like a link to the Pybricks website. So the learning site. So I can go. Let me go back and explain the learning here. So first, what they have done is they have an engineering guide and a team meeting guide. and I have modified those. So they want you to use the Spike Prime program, which we're not using. We're using Pybricks. So what I did was went into these meeting guides and I modified it for Pybricks. Now, especially this second session here, this might take you longer than your meeting time, but just pick it up the next session and just continue with it. So that's perfectly fine. So, what we want you to do is lesson 2.2. So in this link, lesson 2.2 is right here. So you can click on this and go directly to that part of the team of the learning site. There's also this link here that is, it's just the learning site. It has all the places in there. You could navigate it to it that way too. For coding, you can use this link here, and I'm going to go to that, and it brings up the coding here. A lot of times it starts on this little gear, and that's to install firmware and stuff, which we've already done for your robots. So each team should have 2 bricks, and what I did was called it the team name and then either 1 or the team name and 2, because you have 2 bricks. So when you guys are trying to connect in the Bluetooth here, then you'll know which one's your team's. I stuck them in those plastic bins, as well as an engineering guidebook that has stickers over where I want you guys to go and do the learning sessions over on the Pybricks. So here, if we start a program, so this is my first program, so I'm just gonna call it first. And then it's gonna want you to put in the license. So if you go back to, here, let's go back to programming, and here's the Pybrick license. And it's this red part in the bottom line here. So if you copy and then paste it in here and then activate, it should allow you in. So you're gonna have to do that for every single computer that you guys log into. I don't think there's a better way to do it, so sorry about that, but you're gonna have to do that for every single computer that you use. And then these programs are saved to the computer somewhere. So what you're gonna wanna do is when you're done programming for the day, back up all the files, and then save them to your Google Drive, and then you can import them the next day. And then I wouldn't copy over them. I would just put the date, and then you have an archive of all your programming. And then you can, if something gets screwed up, you can go back. If you need to go back to a program that for some reason, then you have all these programs filed throughout the year. So, so this is, and then like I said, all the links for the programs. So I guess that's a brief overview of the program and the Google Drive. As always, just let me know if you have any questions. So yeah, thanks guys.